Hi everyone, Joe at Trucks Up Card Shop, and I'm going to do one of my special videos today. You know, the ones that I tell you I'm going to do where I give away nothing but code cards while I sit and talk about something that I feel like talking about. Captive audience, you know, fun. So today we're going to talk about ghrelin and leptin. It's a fitness one just because I feel like it. I'm going to put that on the floor. And for anyone who doesn't know, ghrelin is the hormone that your body produces to tell you that you're hungry. Leptin is the hormone your body produces to tell you that you're full. And when you eat lots and lots of sugar and grains and things that spike your insulin levels to abhorrent amounts, except for type 1 diabetics, this isn't for you. It might help if you reduce, but you still have to take your insulin. Don't think that you don't have to take your insulin, because that is not what I am saying. Yeah, just right, get that right out there. I am not telling anyone that is type 1 diabetic or type 2 unless they talk to their doctor about this. But I'm telling you that if you're a type 2 diabetic, that you can actually reduce your sugar and your grain intake, and you will start seeing better numbers when you prick your finger and check your sugar levels, your insulin levels. And I'm pretty confident about that because I know people who have done it. But anyway, back to ghrelin and leptin. You see, the biggest issue that you have with ghrelin and leptin is when you constantly eat things like, let's say you have a donut and coffee with sugar and all kinds of stuff from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or wherever you go to in the morning, and you have that's a giant load of sugar, and the grain, the donut is sugar, the sugar is sugar, and pretty much everything that you put in the coffee is sugar, and that raises your blood sugar way up. And it stays high longer because the grains that you're eating from the donut or the bagel or the cereal or whatever you're having, that with those higher sugar levels, it stays higher longer because your body is breaking down the grains and it actually converts to sugar in your body. Your body takes that sugar, and that's why there's that whole funny joke about Chinese food. Where you say, well, if you eat a bunch of Chinese food and you're full, you're hungry 2 hours later, 30 minutes later, or whatever it is. That's because when your ghrelin and leptin hormones are so far out of whack, you always think that you're hungry. That's why you can eat an entire bag of chips if you're eating, the standard American diet, which is mostly all crap. When you eat that stuff, oh, never mind. I thought it was a message for me. Anyway, when you eat all that stuff and you let it sit and you keep abusing your system that way, little by little. That's not from bad hygiene. That's from a trailer door slamming into my face. It felt really good. Anyway, figure I'd get that out of the way, because I'm sure some people would be like, is he missing some teeth? Yeah, I'm missing 2 teeth, and I just don't care. But anyway, when you constantly abuse your hormones and your insulin system that way, that's what moves you closer and closer towards becoming a type 2 diabetic. But anyway, when you eat food and you constantly do that, your body thinks that you're always hungry. That's why you're always hungry. That's why all these companies, the food companies, will tell you, oh, you need 2 or 3 or 4. I'm not sure why my video stopped, but anyway, I'm just going to continue where I left off, and I'll just mix these together. Anyway, your body needs regular energy. Your body needs fat. It's good for you. Not all fat is good for you. Just so you're aware of that. Not all fat is good for you. Corn oil, soy oil, anything that comes from grains that's an oil, not a good idea. Olive oil, really good for you, but make sure you get good stuff. Margarine is horrible for you. Don't eat margarine. If you have it, throw it away. Butter is amazing. Butter is it's a gift from the baby Jesus. It really is. Anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to keep giving codes. You got to listen. You got to pay attention to me. You got to at least hear what I got to say. You can hit thumbs down if you disagree with me. I'm okay with that. Or hit thumbs up if you're curious and you want to know more. Oh, I would suggest going and looking for Fat, a documentary, a brand new documentary that has tons and tons of doctors that back up everything that I'm saying. I'm not just pulling this out of the sky. I'm not saying, I mean, it's not for everybody. Everybody's different. There are some people, about 20% of the population, that can eat whatever the heck they want. They stay thin and they don't have any issues until much, much, much later in life. So yeah, I know there's some of you people out there like that, like Jillian Michaels, who constantly claims that all you have to do is just eat fewer calories and you can eat whatever you want and just exercise it all the way. It doesn't work that way for the majority of the population. That's why things like Weight Watchers has about a 2% attrition rate. You know what that means? That means that only 2% of people who go on Weight Watchers actually keep the weight off. It's a revolving door. It's a bad system. Ansel Keys started this whole thing when he said that eating fat causes you to be fat. And that was back in, what was it, like the 50s or the 60s. That started this whole trend. That's what started all these problems. And if I had a time machine, I'd go back and take his ass out. Anyway, this is a family show, so that'll be the last time I use that word, but he deserves it. So try it sometime. Cut out anything made of wheat, soy, corn, rice, barley. Yeah, I know that means beer for all you people over 21 that love your beer. But hey, scotch is good for you. If you're over 21. I mean it. But, where was I? Oh yeah, scotch is good. Oh. Here, I'll give you another code while I think what I'm going to say. My point is that if you cut all that stuff out and you eat a decent balanced meal like eggs. Eggs have every single essential amino acid that your body needs in one food item. You can eat a couple eggs every day and you'll be good. You'll get every essential amino acid that your body needs. And it's a weird thing. Essential amino acid means things that your body cannot produce on its own. That's why it's essential. You will die without them. I mean, you can get them from other sources. I mean, not B12. B12 you can only get from meat, eggs, things like that. Can't get them from vegetables, no matter how much, the vegetarians and the vegans want to talk about it. You have to get it from a supplement. You can. They just don't absorb the same way. So yeah, eggs are good, and I'm sure you're going to say, what about cholesterol? Don't I need to worry about keeping my cholesterol low? No, you don't. Unless you've had a few heart attacks, you don't need to worry about cholesterol. You shouldn't be taking a statin. And to tell you exactly how important cholesterol is in every single cell of your body. Your brain is mostly made up of, fatty tissue and cholesterol. And it is so important to functioning that if you stop taking any cholesterol in, which most of it doesn't get absorbed into your body anyway, but if you actually stop taking it in, your body will manufacture it. Your brain needs it. Your cells, your tissue, everything needs cholesterol. It's an important part of your body. So I guess I should stop complaining and harping on. I'm almost at the end of all my codes that I'm giving away. I hope somebody, I don't care if 99% of the people who watch this say, oh, what a quack, he doesn't know what he's talking about. If I could just get one person to question it, do a little more research, go watch that documentary. It's really good. It's on iTunes and Amazon and stuff like that right now. I don't think it's on Netflix yet, so you might have to wait if you don't want to pay for it. But I think it's worth the money. And I know I have nothing to do with the documentary. I just, I paid for it. I think it's worth watching. But think about it. Try going off of sugar and grains, things like that, for 2 weeks. Just eat meat, vegetables, drink water and tea without adding anything to it. No sugar, no anything else. I mean, heck, put heavy cream in your coffee. It's good for you. It's almost all fat. I'm telling you, the first week you're going to feel miserable. After, I don't know. I mean, I used to be over 400 pounds, just to give you an idea. And I'm a truck driver. I don't exercise. I don't do it. I drive around, I sit in my seat. I do not exercise. I lost over 300 pounds. I'm now, I know I was over 400 pounds because my scale went up to 400 pounds and it quit on me. I was like, I had enough. But now I'm down to about 254. So I keep losing weight. I don't do any exercise. All I do is I eat, some weeks I don't eat any vegetables. I just eat meat, eggs, things like that. Bacon is good. Anyway, here's the last code. Hopefully this is under 10 minutes. I had to split the video into 2 parts because my phone decided to stop recording for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, Joe at Truck Stop Cart Shop. Later.